Wi-Fi. Good morning, everybody. We are back. It is FETC Day 2. It is Wednesday, the 15th, and as we do in every day, we kind of just roll with it. We were having trouble connecting this morning. My guest is right next to me. We're not in Susan's jumping in now. So we are here. We are excited. We're live at FETC. Things are happening all around us, and I am thrilled first for the patience of our first guest, and just for having him here as well. Susan will be joining us very quickly from Identity Automation. We are thrilled that they are with us. Make sure to check out their booth today. It's going to be, the Expo Hall is opening, and we're thrilled. Susan, you with us?
I am. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you because you're sitting next to us, but it seems a little frozen. But I'm going to turn over. My next guest is sitting next to me because we're having troubles connecting. But Jed, thanks for joining us and rolling with the punches.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me. I'm super excited to be at FETC. This is like my 5th FETC, and it gets better every time I'm here. And it's not because no offense, Jen, it's not because the conference necessarily is getting better, because it's always been great.
Yeah.
But it's the people better every time I come here. New
awesome.
People, and that's really what conferences are all about for me, is meeting the people and connecting. This is the first time you and I have really got to chat. Like we've met before.
We've met a couple
briefly
times,
in passing, but thanks for having me on.
Well, now we have our third co-host. We are rocking and rolling here.
I feel like we're at the View or the Talk right now. Well, not the Talk, because the Talk's off the air, but we're the View.
Absolutely.
And we're just going to sit around and chat.
Yes.
That's right.
So introduce yourself, the work that you do, and how you ended up here at FETC.
So my name is Jed Dearybury. You got to make it rhyme when you say the last name, Dearybury. I've been an educator since 2001, started in 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, made my way to professional development world. I work in higher ed primarily now and do professional development focused around my 3 books, The Playful Classroom, The Playful Life, and The Courageous Classroom. I'm here at FETC as a partner with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. My great friend, Sarah Buchero, is over the educational fundraising programs there at the hospital. And we are getting ready to do a session about their EPIC challenge, which stands for Engineering, Prototyping, Inventing, and Creating. And I can't believe I rattled that off. I normally stumble over the I, but my session is literally in just a few minutes. And we're going to talk about how all educators can become fundraisers for St. Jude through their classrooms.
I like it.
It's going to be fun.
Besides the session at 10 o'clock, do you have anything else going on?
So I had a session yesterday where of non-linguistic representation, aka doodles, in your classroom. You got to make it sound fancy, right?
Yeah,
I was going to ask, what's non-linguistic representation?
It's just pictures instead of words. That's what it is. Not words.
Yeah,
right. And not pictures, or not words, not language, and pictures. And then I'm actually, again, thanks to St. Jude, I'm going to be at the Meet the Author booth Friday morning at 9 o'clock. And I'm giving away 50 copies of The Playful Classroom for free. All you got to do is show up.
Wow, that's amazing.
St. Jude bought 50 copies and said, let's give them away. So all you got to do is show up and you get a copy of it.
What's the time of that again?
9 o'clock at the Meet the Author booth in Expo Hall.
Okay, tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right. So we are
actually, no, Friday. It's Friday.
All right. Friday the 17th.
Friday.
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Make sure to
be there.
To be there.
Yeah.
And I have our co-host here from Identity Automation in the Expo Hall. Susan, I'd love to introduce yourself and the work that you do.
Sure. I'm Susan Bearden. I'm the Director of Product Marketing at Identity Automation. I am thrilled to be here. I feel like I'm in the presence of rock stars here. And can I just say, it is so fun to see Jed in person. Friends on Facebook. And so I follow his adventures all the time on social media. But it is so lovely to see him here in person at the conference. And that is what I love the most about coming to conferences is getting to see the friends that I have made on the interwebs in real life, and also to meet new friends here.
We've been connected online for years, Susan, like
a decade at least.
At least. We started on Twitter.
Yeah.
It spilled over to Facebook, and then we've in person several times, but I don't even know where it all started. But it started online.
Yes,
Twitter.
It did.
Twitter.
Back in the old days.
Yeah.
That's right.
Back when it was Twitter, right?
Back when it was Twitter. Yeah.
So you said you've been here multiple times.
Yes.
Is there a time you're like, this really stood out to me?
I will tell you, my favorite thing every year, I love the expo hall. I
Okay.
love the expo hall because it is it's like being a little bit of a free range chicken in there.
Okay.
You just get to wander around and go wherever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you just get to wander around and see what is meaningful to you, and it's not on a schedule. You know, it's open from X time to X time, and you can just go in there and wander.
Sure.
The sessions are always amazing, and I learn in sessions, and I like to present the sessions. But the expo hall for me, like I said, it's a little more. I like the spontaneity of it. You never know what's going to happen. You never know the connections you're going to make in there. You're going to meet new people. You're going to discover new products. You may even get to try some things that you've never done, like some of the robotics that are in there, some of the materials you're going to get your hands on, some of the seating that's in there. You're going to get to sit on it, where you've never got that opportunity before. So that too. I love the expo. I'm excited to go in there for a little bit this afternoon.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
So one of the other things we talk about is connections a lot. With identity automation brings everybody together, creates a safe environment. What's your advice to first timers here? You've been here a while. Like how to make and begin that connection.
Give to anybody coming to this conference or any conference is pace yourself. Make sure that you are taking your time, planning out what you're going to do. Don't try to wing it, especially if you're look at the app, look at the guide and see what it's all about, and see what interests you and make a plan. If you come in here your first time and try to wing it, you're going to feel so overwhelmed because there's so much to do. The expo hall deserves some time. All the sessions deserve some time. And honestly, building some time just to sit and chat with people. People are lined up in the hallways on all the floors. And there's going to be people that you're going to see. You're going to be like, oh, I recognize them from social media. I recognize them from a session I attended.
Sure.
And you're going to want to chat with them. So it's all about pace. And here's another piece of advice. Here's another piece of advice.
I can't wait.
You're going to want to do all the after conference activities.
Yes.
Give yourself one night where you just go to the hotel room and go to bed. At rest. Don't go out every night. Don't go to every social event. You're going to exhaust yourself. You had pickleball last night.
Yeah.
Were you up late last night?
I may have been up later than I intended to be, but I made it to my 8 o'clock. I kicked off the administrator. I agree with you. It's going to be to pace myself night.
You're going to bed early tonight, aren't you?
I hope so. I hope so. How was your day, Susan, yesterday?
Yeah.
It was great. I had so much fun bumping into people in the conference hall who I'd never met, and also meeting new people. Because that's the other thing I find, that some of the best conversations at conferences happen in the hallways.
Yeah.
Or you're at a luncheon and I was at a breakfast this morning for Women in Tech, and they just had a table, and I just met some people I had never met before and had really interesting conversations. And so that to me is, you just never know information and conversations I've ever had at conferences. Some of my best learning has come from random conversations in the hallways.
I'm going to bring it back around. You like being a free range chicken.
Yeah, there it is. That is today. I do want to say I appreciate your patience for getting us started. For all of you watching out there, this is not the typical setup, but someone asked me yesterday, why do you do this live? Because then you can't edit it.
It's authentic.
This is what teachers do every day.
Yeah.
They saw us, Jed was sitting around waiting for us to get set up, and now one computer huddling around and having a blast doing it.
But this is it's actually now becoming a core memory, where if I was over there and you were here, we were all our different computers, we're going to feel in our own little world.
Yes.
Now we're in it too. It feels different.
We are stronger together. So I do want to get you out on that. That is the question. What does stronger together mean to you in your work?
In my world, so most of my work is focused on the power of play. Play for all ages, not just for early education, but play in high school, college, in adulthood. What we're doing right here at this conference, we're playing.
Yeah.
Pickleball was playing. The Expo Hall is playing. This is fun for me, what we're doing right now. And so stronger together is that when we are together, the moments like that, playful moments, are more apt to happen. And the social, emotional, mental, physical benefits of play in our lives are so valuable, especially in the world we live in today. Stronger together to me means more collaboration, more growth, more nurturing of relationships, And that's why play is so important to me in the work that I do. And I see that here replicated time and time again. That's why I like to be here.
Awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for having me today.
Of
It's been
course.
a lot
So
of fun.
it is 9:30 if you're
Yeah.
watching live, and Jed has his session. Do you know the room number by any chance?
It is 320A, the third floor. If you're here,
All right. So make sure to head on up. It's actually right above us.
Yeah.
Thank you for your patience.
Yeah.
Good luck with your sessions.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And your session, you have another one, or meet the author?
Meet the author Friday at
Friday
9
morning.
a.m.
All right.
at
Giving
the
away
Meet the Author booth.
$50.
Yeah, come get one.
All right. Thank you so much
Yeah,
for
you're welcome.
stopping in. Thanks
you.
for rolling
Thanks,
with us.
Susan.
Thank you. And for all of you out there watching, we have more interviews. We don't know what it's going to look like, but it could look like this. Tune in. We're having a blast. Thank you to Identity Automation. Make sure when the expo hall opens up, check them out. All their great work, keeping your schools and students safe. And thank you for tuning in to continue to amplify the voices of FETC.